We are at stage 2, paragraph page 103. Okay,
Okay.
and our last headword was newer type of lesson.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's start with our revision. Okay, ready? Here we
Yes,
go.
ready.
First question. Do you go out of the classroom before the lesson? Do you go out of the classroom before the lesson? No, I don't
No,
go
I
out
don't
of
go
the
out
classroom
class
of
of
the classroom
I don't of the classroom
before
before
the
the
lesson.
lesson.
I come into the classroom
I come into the classroom
before the
before
lesson.
the lesson.
Very good. About how many people do you think there are in France? About how many people do you think there
Uh,
are in France? I think
I
there
think
are
there
about
are 500,000 people
in France.
in France.
Very good. Do you think
I
there's
don't know.
anybody in the other room? Do you think there's anybody in the other room? Yes or no?
No, no, I
Uh,
don't think
there's anybody.
there aren't.
There's anybody.
Uh,
Because one
there's
one negative only. One more. No, I don't think
okay. No, no, I don't think
there's anybody
there's
in
anybody
the other room.
in the other room.
Very good. What do you think I've got in my pocket? What do you think I've got in my pocket? I think you've
I
got
think you've got handkerchief
in
in
your
your
pocket.
pocket.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Is this a bad pen? Is this a bad pen? Yes or no?
No,
It
it isn't
isn't
a
a
bad
bad.
pen.
It's
It's a
a
good pen.
very good. Do you think that's a good picture? Do you think that's a good picture? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I
think.
think it's a good
I
picture.
think it's a good picture.
Very good. Are all children good children? Are all children good children? No,
No,
not all
not
children
all
are good children.
children are good children.
Some are
Some
good
are good
and
children
some
and
are
some are bad
bad children.
children.
Very good. Are all the students good at learning languages? Are all students good at learning languages? No, not all students.
No,
Not
not
all
all students
are good at
are
learning languages.
not all students are good learning languages.
Some
Some
are
are
good at
good at
learning languages
learning languages,
and some are
and
bad at
some are bad
at
at learning
learning.
languages.
Very good. Okay. Do you prefer tea instead of coffee? Do you prefer tea instead of coffee?
I
Yes or no?
prefer tea instead of coffee.
Very good. Do you prefer coming to school instead of going to the cinema? Do you prefer coming to school instead of going to the cinema? No, I don't
I
prefer
no no I don't prefer
coming to school
coming to school
instead of
instead of
going to
going
the
to
cinema.
cinema.
I
I
prefer
prefer
going
going to
to
cinema instead
instead of
of coming
coming to school.
to school.
Very good. Do you prefer walking instead of going by car? Do you prefer walking instead of going by car? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I prefer
prefer walking
walking
instead
instead of
of
going
going
by
by
car.
car.
Very good. What do we put on our bread? What do we put on our bread? We put
I
butter.
we put butter on the bread.
Very good. Do you like bread without butter? Do you like bread without butter? Yes or no?
Yes, I
I like
like bread
bread
without
without.
butter.
What color's butter? What color's butter? Butter's yellow
Butters
or white?
yellow or white.
Very good. Do you prefer white or brown rice? Do you prefer white or brown rice? I
I
prefer
prefer brown rice.
two white
I
rice.
prefer brown rice.
Well,
Two
white
white
rice.
rice.
Very good. One more. I prefer brown rice, two
I
white rice.
prefer brown rice. Two white rice.
Very good. Okay, next. Do you think you can carry this table on your back? Do you think you can carry this table on your back? Yes or no?
N-
Carry on your
no,
back.
I
No,
don't think
I can
I
carry
can.
that
I can
table,
carry.
that
No, I
table,
don't think I can carry
that
that
table
table
on my back.
on my back.
Very good. Am I carrying a shirt? Am I carrying a shirt? No, you aren't carrying a shirt.
You aren't carrying a shirt.
You're wearing
You
a
are
shirt.
wearing a shirt.
Very good. Am I wearing a watch? Am I wearing a watch? No, you aren't
No,
wearing a
you
watch.
aren't wearing a watch.
You're
You are
carrying.
carrying a watch.
Very good. Okay. What can we say instead of not any books? What can we say instead of not any books? We can say
Uh, we
we can say no books
we can say no books
instead
instead
of
of
not any books.
not any
Right.
books.
Give me another example. Give me another example, please. They haven't got any friends.
They have they
They
haven't got any
any friends,
friends,
or they have no
or
friends.
they have no friends.
Very
They
good. Can
have
you hear me
they have
speaking to you? Can you hear me speaking to you? Yes,
yes,
I
I
can
can hear
speaking
you
to me.
speaking to me.
Very good. Can you hear anybody in the other room? Can you hear anybody in the other room? Yes or no?
No,
I
no,
can't
I
hear
can't hear
anybody
anybody in the other room.
in the
In the other room.
very
In
good.
the other room.
What do we hear with? What do we hear with? We hear with our
We
ears.
hear with our ears.
Very good. Can you drive a car? Can you drive a car? Yes or no?
Yes, I can drive a car.
Is there anybody in your family who can't drive a car? Is there anybody in your family who can't drive a car? Yes or no?
Uh, yeah, yes,
There's somebody, there's
there are
somebody in my
somebody
family
in my
who can't
family
drive a
who
car.
can't drive a car.
Very good. How much money have you got in your pocket? How much money have you got in your pocket? I've got
Uh,
about
I've got about 10,000
in
yen
my
in my
pocket.
pocket.
Very good. How much pence make a pound? How many pence make a pound? A
Uh,
hundred pence
100
make a pound.
pence make a pound.
How many euros make a pound? How many euros make a pound? About two
About
euros
2 euro
make a pound. Make a pound.
make a pound.
Very good.
Make a pound.
Have I got more thumbs than fingers on my hand? Have I got more thumbs than finger on my hand? No, you haven't got or
No, you haven't got
more thumb than fingers.
than more
Fingers
thumbs than
on your hand.
fingers on your hand.
You've got fewer thumb,
Uh, you've got you've got
fewer thumb than fingers
fewer thumbs than fingers
on your hand.
on your hand
Very good.
on
Are
your
there
hands.
are there more okay, are there more people in Europe than in Asia? Are there more people in Europe than in Asia? No, there aren't.
No,
More
there
people
aren't
in Europe
more people in Europe
than in Asia.
uh, than in Asia.
There are fewer
There are
people
fewer
in Europe
peoples in
than in
Europe
Asia.
than in Asia.
Very good. Are there more tables in the school than chairs? Are there more
No,
tables in the school than chairs?
no, there aren't
More
more
tables
table
that in that school than
in
chairs.
in that school than chairs.
There are fewer tables
There are fewer
in
table
that
in
school
that classroom.
than chairs.
In
In
that
that
in, in
classroom
that
than
in that
chairs.
classroom than chairs.
Very good. Okay, what's the difference between a watch and a clock? What's the difference between a watch and a clock
The difference between
and a
watch
clock
and clock
is
that
that
we
we wear
use watch. We
we wear
wear a
a
watch
watch on my
where
wrist, whereas
on our wrist.
whereas
Whereas
we hang a clock
uh, we hang a clock
on
on the
on the
wall
wall or put it
on the wall or
put
put
it
it on the
on.
table.
Very good. Okay, what's the difference between wear and carry? What's the difference between wear and carry? The difference
The
between
difference
wear
between
and
wear and
carry is
carry
that we use wear
is
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 that
that
we
we
use
use
wear
wear
for a thing
we use wear
that is
for
on the
things
body, that is on the body,
that is on the body.
whereas we
Whereas
use carry
we use carry
for a
for
thing
things
that is not on the
that
body.
is not on the body.
Very good. Is there a clock in this room? Is there a clock in this room? Yes or no?
Yes, there yes, there's
Clock
a clock
in that
in
room.
that room.
Very good. What are you carrying in your pocket? What are you carrying in your pocket? I'm carrying.
I'm I'm carrying nothing. No, I'm
I'm
carrying nothing
carrying
in my
nothing
pocket.
in my pocket.
I'm carrying nothing in my pocket.
Very good. Okay. Next, let's have this. So, what's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock? It's 3 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock.
What's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock? It's
It's it's 5 past 3.
very good. What's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock?
It's
3:30.
after after
Half past 3.
It's a half past three.
Half past three.
Ah,
Like past three.
half past three. Half
Very
past
good.
three.
What's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock? It's
Uh, it's
35
tw-
minutes.
25 before.
35 minutes past 3.
tw- It's a 25 minutes
Ah,
past three.
35. 35
30,
minutes.
it's a 35 minutes past three.
Very good. What's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock?
It's it's a
It's
two past
it's 2 minutes past 4.
two. It's a 2 minute past three.
Past
Past
4.
four.
Well, what's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock?
It's 80
18
minutes
past
past
7.
7.
Very good. Okay, what's the time now? What's the time now, please? It's
Uh,
11 minutes
it's 11 minutes past
past 9.
9.
Very good. Okay, how many seconds make a minute? How many seconds make a minute? 60 seconds
60 seconds
make a minute.
make a minute.
Very good. Okay, how many minutes make an hour? How many minutes make an hour? 60 minutes
60 minutes
make an hour.
make an hour.
Very good. Okay, but we overshoot, so that's the end of our revision. Let's have new word. Okay, so the end was o'clock. Okay, repeat.
Okay.
Day.
A,
Okay,
a
day. Week.
Zay. Huh?
Day.
Huh?
Week.
Zay, week,
Month.
month,
Year.
year.
Very good. Okay, listen. 60 seconds make a minute. 60 minutes make an hour. 24 hours make a day. 7 days make a week. 4 weeks make a month. And 12 months make a year. Let's practice.
Okay.
How many seconds make a minute? How many seconds make a minute? 60 seconds
60
make a
seconds make a
minute.
minute.
How many minutes to make an hour? How many minutes to make an hour? Six.
60 minutes
Make.
make an hour.
How many hours make a day? How many hours make a day? 24 hours. 24
24
hours
hours
make
make
a
a
day.
day.
Very good. How many days make a week? How many days make a week? 7 days
7
make a
days
week.
make a week.
How many weeks make a month? How many weeks make a month? 4 weeks make a month.
4 weeks make a month.
Very good. How many months make a year? How many months make a year? 12 months make a
12
year.
months
Make
make
a
a
year.
year.
Very good. Next, repeat.
Make
Also.
a year. Also,
Also. Very good. Okay,
also,
listen. The word also is an adverb which means in addition. For example, I can speak my language and I can also speak English. So in addition, I can speak
I
English.
can speak.
Let's
I can
practice.
speak my.
Give me an example of the word also. Give me an example of the word also, please. I can speak
I
my
can speak
language
my
and I can
language
also speak. I can
I can also
speak English.
speak English.
Very good. Next, repeat. Meat.
Meat,
Sugar.
sugar,
Very good. Okay, listen. Meat is a noun. Meat is the flesh of an animal used for food. For example, I like meat.
I
Sugar
like
is a
meat.
noun. It is a sweet substance used to make food and drink sweet. For example, sugar has the color white or brown. I don't put sugar on my meat. I put it in my tea or coffee. Very good. Okay, let's practice. Do you like meat? Do you like meat? Yes or no?
Yes, I like a meat.
What color is sugar? What color is sugar? Sugar is white
Sugar's white
or
or
brown.
brown?
Very good. Do you put sugar on your meat? Do you put sugar on your meat?
No,
No, I don't
no,
put sugar on my meat.
I don't put sugar on my
I
meat.
put it in
Uh,
my tea or coffee.
I put it in my tea or coffee.
Very good. Next, repeat count
Count
from two.
from two.
Very good. Okay, listen. One, two, three, four, five. I'm counting. Six, seven, eight,
Mm,
nine, 10. I'm counting from 6 to 10. Okay, let's practice.
mm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I doing? You're counting.
You are counting.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What am I doing? You're counting the
You are
numbers.
counting from six. you are counting the numbers
from 6 to
from
10.
6 to 10.
Very good. Count the numbers from 100 to 105. Count the numbers from 100 to 105, please. 100,
100,
100 and
101,
100 and
102,
100 and
103,
100 and
104,
105.
105.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm
I'm
counting the
counting the
numbers
numbers
from
from
100
100
to
to
100 and
105.
very good. Okay, next. What are the, okay, let's have possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. Okay, possessive adjective means describing like ownership and possessive pronoun ownership. Okay. Okay, repeat. My, mine.
Mm.
My,
Mine.
mine. Your, yours.
My, your, yours.
His.
His.
Her, hers.
Her, hers.
It's.
It's.
Ours.
Ours.
Yours.
Yours.
Okay, last one. Theirs.
Theirs.
Very good. Okay, listen. The possessive adjectives are my, your, his, her, its, our, your, and their. Whereas the possessive pronoun are mine, yours, his, hers, ours, yours, and theirs. Okay, let's practice. What are the possessive adjectives? What are the possessive adjectives? The possessive adjectives
The possessive
are
adjectives
my,
are
your,
my, your,
his, her,
his,
its,
her,
our, its,
its,
our,
our,
your,
your,
and their. And their.
and their.
Very good. What are the possessive
And their.
pronouns? What are the possessive pronouns? The possessive pronouns are mine.
The possessive pronouns are
Mine,
mine,
yours,
yours,
his,
his,
hers,
hers,
ours,
ours,
yours, and theirs.
yours, and theirs.
Very good. Okay, listen. The difference between a possessive adjective and a possessive pronoun is that we put a possessive adjective in front of the noun, so before the noun. For example, this is my book. So the noun is book, my book. Whereas we use a possessive pronoun instead of a noun because pronoun change the noun. For example, instead of saying this is my pen and that is her pen, we can say this is my pen and that is hers. Or instead of saying this is my book, we can say this is mine. Okay, this is mine. Okay, let's practice. What's the difference between a possessive adjective and a possessive pronoun? What's the difference between a possessive adjective and a possessive pronoun? The difference between the difference between
The difference between
a possessive adjective,
uh, a
adjective, and
possessive
a
adjective
possessive
and
pronoun
a possessive pronoun
is that we
is
put
that
a possessive adjective. We
we
put
put
a
possessive
possessive adjective
adjective
in front of a noun. In
in
front
front of a
of a
noun,
noun. Whereas we
in front
use
of a noun, whereas we
a
use
possessive pronoun,
a
possessive pronoun
possessive pronoun,
instead of a noun.
possessive pronoun instead of a noun.
Very good.
Instead of a noun.
Give me an example. Give me an
Mm.
example, please. This is my book.
This is my book.
This book is mine.
This book is mine.
This is mine.
This is mine.
Very good. Okay, next repeat.
Mm,
Mine. Yours.
okay.
Okay, repeat.
Mine, yours.
Very good. Okay, listen.
Mine, yours.
Mine and yours are pronouns. So when we say pronoun, instead of saying the name, you can change it. Okay? Instead of saying Okay, for example, this ear isn't yours, it's mine. That ear isn't mine, it's yours. Okay, let's practice. Is this your ear? Is this your ear? No,
I- n-
no, that
no,
isn't my ear.
that isn't my
It's
ear.
your
It's
ear.
your ear.
Is this ear yours? Is
Uh,
this ear yours? No,
no,
that ear isn't mine.
no, that
That ear
that ear isn't
isn't mine.
mine.
It's yours.
That ear isn't mine. It's yours.
Is that nose mine? Is that nose mine? No. This nose
No,
isn't
this
yours.
nose isn't
Yours.
yours.
It's
It's
mine.
my.
It's mine.
It's mine.
Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to your reading. Okay. So your reading is at stage 1, page 50. Okay,
Page
and
one.
the last head word was any. Okay, please start at page 51. Positive
Okay.
positive for
Any,
example. 51. Start at 51.
any, positive. For example, important when.
Mhm.
What is the meaning of the word any and some? The meaning of the word any and some is いくつかの
Mhm.
What's the difference between any and some? The difference between any and some is that we use positive sentence 違う
We use any.
we use any in question and positive sentence
Negative. Very good.
negative sentence whereas we use some
In.
in positive sentence
Very good.
any are there any book on this table? Yeah, yes, there are some books on this table. Are there any pictures on this wall? Yeah, yes, there are some pictures on these walls. Have you got any shoes on your feet? Yes, I've got some shoes on my feet. Not any. Are there any books on the floor? No, there aren't any books on the floor. Are there any pictures on that chair? No, there aren't any pictures on that chair. Are there any chairs on the table? No, there aren't any chairs on the table. None.
Come on. One
Classroom.
more. None.
None. None. Classroom. How many books are there on the table? There are three books on the table. How many books are there on the floor? There are none.
Very good.
None.
Very good.
How many pictures are there on this wall? There are two pictures on these walls. How many pictures are there on the chair? There are none. How many students are there in this classroom? There are two students in this classroom. How many students are there sitting on the floor? There are none.
Okay, so that's the end of stage 1 reading. Let's move on to stage 2.
Okay. Number two. Uh,
Okay, stage 2, page
home,
53.
home,
Uh-huh.
speak that.
Uh-huh.
What am I doing? You are opening the book. What am I doing? You are closing the book. What am I doing? You are going to the door. Are you speak English? Yes, I'm speak English. I'm speaking English.
Very good.
Is he sitting on the chair? Yes, he is sitting on a chair.
Okay, very good. So we stop there for
Okay.
today, but very
Okay.
good reading.
Okay.
Thank you very much. See you again.
Thank
Bye
you so
bye.
much.